Hi, everybody, and happy Halloween 2023. Can't celebrate this year. Got a lot going on, including planning a wedding and building a new house. So it's a lot going on. However, I will post one of my most iconic Halloween pictures. So stay tuned for that. I am the Red Queen, Villainess, and this is episode 3, part 1 of my 6-part series, Enemy Activities. We're going to run the front. You know what to do. Stay tuned. This episode is called Frenemies, the real enemies. And tonight I'm going to be joined by my sister-in-law and my business partner at Evolutionary L. Keep it right here. Once she sits down on the couch, we're going to jump right into it. Everybody say hi to Evolutionary L. We in the building. You already know what it is. So we're going to talk about frenemies, the real enemies. You want to start, El?
Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead. Like you said, we're just going to jump right into it.
Okay, let's do it.
So, you have some, international followers. So, let's, terminology doesn't always translate across countries. So, let's just say, what is your definition of a frenemy?
A frenemy is a person that pretends like they are your friend, but they are really hating on you low-key.
Okay, so what are some signs of a frenemy that people should look out for?
Some signs. Side eyes is a sign. It's one thing to, joke with your homegirl and be like, but a frenemy, will look at you a certain way when you are talking about good news. They're always kind of irritated when you're talking about something in your life that's happened good to you.
Okay, so like, oh, okay, that's nice, or your little whatever.
The sign for me is, must be nice.
Okay. That's
a big sign for me. Anytime, like, when I decided to move to Brixton, some of the people that was surrounding me at the time, they was like, must be nice. That's not a genuine thing that would come from a friend that's happy for you. You know what I mean? So, yes, there are signs. For me, that's the biggest one.
Okay.
Not supporting. Like, if you post something, if you are on Beyonce's page, if you see everything some reality star is doing, then you definitely see my stuff.
Right.
Not to compare myself to anybody. But for me, that has been the biggest sign. Like I said, support for your business. If you start a business and they be like, oh, girl, I didn't see it. One of the biggest excuses is, oh, I'm not on social media like that. Everybody is the fuck on social media. My grandmother's on social media. Come on with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Or, just, I'm going to go like it after, I feed the kids. And it could be the real truth. But for me, it's always been bullshit. I don't know somebody else's situation. I only talk on my own. And people have excuses to why they just can't support you. But Instagram is a snitch.
Yes, it is.
So it tells you, oh, your friend such and such like such and such. So if these people have never been in a room with these people, never broke bread with these people, and these people ain't never did shit for them, why are you so quick to support them and not the person that's directly in your life?
Right.
So that's always been my issue. So I let their ass go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You want to talk about one of your situations as far as having frenemies?
Yeah, I definitely had one.
Okay.
Well, a couple. 2 in particular.
Okay.
Both of them I was friends with for about 18 years. It's a long time. We met in high school and then went into adulthood all through our 20s into, not going to say how old I am. Follow my social media if you want to know that. But yeah, 18 years, and all of a sudden, great things started happening for me, and the support wasn't there, like you said.
Okay.
And then it was...
That's the number one sign.
Then it was not wanting to talk about... It was just regular conversation. You know, want to talk about celebrity gossip that I don't follow.
Right.
It's, do you want to go to the mall? I got this concert. But then, even more so, as things kept progressing in my life, it was one-sided. I'm making the phone calls. Hey, what's going on? How the kids? You know, such and such. Then a serious situation came up where I was in a domestic situation. Okay. And I needed to go to court. Okay. And I needed a witness, which she was. She had seen everything that had been going on for the past 8 years. Right. In that time. And I said, I need you to testify for me. She... Good life. She tried to get out of it as much as she could. It was like, I don't know. You know, that really doesn't have anything to do with me. It has everything to do with you if that's your friend. You know, I don't want them coming after me if something happens. Because I had a temporary restraining order and I was trying to get, you know, a full one instated. So she agrees finally. We go to court. She gets on the stand and just fumbles. The judge asked her a simple question. But when my lawyer prepped her right before, the lawyer said, oh yeah, she's good. We shouldn't have any issues. Soon as she gets on the stand, drops the ball. I lost the case. Damn. Yeah. My life was at risk. But none of that mattered. She couldn't focus for 10 minutes. Of course not. But Frenemy. Had she been in that situation, she knows I would have been there. I'd always been there. Was her child's godmother. You know, everything she needed, no matter what, I was there. You know. But when it came to you, she didn't want to be involved. She didn't want to be involved. At all. I've been there. At all. I've been there. So, you know, my now husband, your brother, told me that bitch is expired. Like spoiled motherfucking milk. And I dropped that home. And I haven't spoken to her since. And because this ain't like no rest, you know, this ain't like just two friends getting in an argument. This is court. Right. And, you know, I don't know how they do court in the South, but in Brooklyn, when you go to court, you got to be ready, locked, and loaded. Even if you're going in there just for your friend. You know what I mean? Because if you get on that stand and drop the ball in BK, you better have somewhere else to live because you're not coming back to the fucking hood. I don't know how they do it down south, but you're not coming back to the fucking hood. And that shit that you just said was real motherfucking country of her. Well, you know, I mean, shout out to the southern states because I know some states go hard for their people. But other ones, never mind me. I'm just from Brooklyn. Sorry. Well, you know. Other ones though, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Well, I wasn't able to do it. That was a wake up call for me. Of course. That was a wake up call. I'm like, but it's sad to get a wake up call like that because if you've been rocking with a motherfucking bitch for 18 years, you know, you would think if you've been rocking with somebody for almost 20 fucking years, which is 2 decades, that they would be there for you. But you know, some bitches can stick around and that whole time be wishing that you fall. Or wishing that something happened to you. Yeah. So I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been there. Because what I've learned, the most beautiful lesson that I've learned is that it doesn't really matter what you do for a person. You can put a roof over their head. You can feed them. You can give them money. You can give them safety. You can give them protection. And the day they feel like you are wrong about something or you're just not what they need anymore, they can change. You know, when the need changes, the loyalty changes. Right. You feel me? Right. So it doesn't matter the time. You know, it's some good people out here that will put the time in. And if you're blessed, you have people that will put the time back in with you. Right. And that time will mean something. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that feel like you should do what you should do for them. Because they're them.
Because they're them. And who the fuck is they is my question. You know what I mean? And that's why you get to 10 years and you get to 15 years and they don't show up for you like you previously showed up for them because they feel like they are owed something.
Right.
That's what you call a fucking narcissist. I don't have to do anything for you, but you have to do everything for me because I'm me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So how we think in logic about, bitch, I've been rolling with you for this amount of years. That's how you feel? Even over a disagreement or something. Mm-hmm. When the need changes, the loyalty changes. Right. And that's what happens. Maybe she got to a point and she didn't need you anymore.
So I'm not going to say that she needed me per se.
Okay.
But I've always been the type of person, very much like you, where if I blow up, you blow up. I'm not going to sit there and be, leveling up and see my friends still down. I'm going to, come on, let's get this. Mm-hmm. Let's do this together, or even if it's not that we doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. If you have goals and aspirations and I have the means to help you attain those, mm-hmm. then I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. I'm going to give you the advice. I'm going to give you the tools. And if I have the connects, then let's get it.
Right.
And that was me. And, you over 30, still living at home, haven't held down a job, full-time job ever as long as I've known you.
Damn.
Now, we both went back to school later in life. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I graduated. She was right behind me. And all she needed was one class to graduate. A simple class. And I'm like, let me help you. I just took that class. Let me help you so you can go ahead and walk properly.
Okay.
So that when you walk and they hand you the diploma, there's actually a diploma in the case. It's not empty.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not even going to name the school.
But she couldn't take the help.
She couldn't take the help.
Because she was already an enemy.
Exactly. But this muck-faced ass left Twix bitch who wanted to sit there and be a designer. I even gave you the means to be a designer. I put her in contact with somebody that said, oh, well, I got some people that can put her here, 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 and here with these celebrities.
Mm-hmm. But how you gonna be a designer with no fashion?
No fashions. Country fashion.
Not country fashions.
With no fashions. But you know what? That's enough about this hoe.
Woo!
I deaded her. Uh-huh. I've moved on. Just had to get the gunk out. That's what we're doing this year. Right?
That is what we're doing at the end of the year. We are getting the gunk out.
So now, you said you've been there before.
Yes, I have.
So let's talk about your most recent interaction with a frenemy. What happened with that situation?
Shit, which one? So I was building a friendship with this girl. She used to come over my house every day. Mm-hmm. We used to eat together. We hung out a few times together. We were cool, but the problem was she wanted my ex-wife. And I came to find that, a little later on. And she used to come over my house and cry over nothing ass niggas. And
is this the one that was distraught?
Yes, bitch, she was distraught, honey. Distraught. So she used to come over my house, cry over nothing ass niggas, get drunk with, I'm keeping it real, get drunk with me and my wife at the time. And all along, I have some pretty hardcore evidence that she wanted her. And and I like I said in other videos, I told my ex about it and told her, how the game is and how it goes, because she's a little country girl, probably pretending like she didn't know shit. You know how people be like, "Are you serious?"
Me?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not like that. The bull my ex about it, it was pretty much like, me, Your Honor? It was like, make no mistake about it, that was a while ago. I really don't give a fuck. But since the, topic of discussion today is frenemies, the real enemies, this is fitting. Okay? So, and what I felt and what I saw in front of my own eyes, proved to be true, because I was told they're still in contact or whatever like that. And I mean, if you know, I'm not saying that I'm the most beautiful bitch walking the earth, but I'm not. But thank you. But I'm not a fucking, you know, over the shoulder fucking boulder holder either. I'm just saying. You know, the woman's X is X DNA, right?
Right.
The chromosome is X. I'm not sitting up here looking like I got 40 O's.
Oh.
But if that's what you want, if that's what you're into, you know, go in, bitch, let have.
Okay.
You know, that's how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, I think jealousy, you know, sunk in. And for anybody that see this video, if she sees it, I don't give a fuck. She'll probably be like, oh, ain't nobody jealous of that bitch. You are. Yes. And it's okay. Because I don't fuck with either one of them no more. So it don't make me no fucking difference. But that was just one situation, how you could be there with somebody when they, you know, short on rent that's only $400 a month.
Oh.
And you help them out, and you're there. And, you know, like I said, pillow talk, my ex-wife thought she was a fucking weirdo. Okay, so with that said, this was episode 3, part 1, Frenemies, the real enemies, with my sister-in-law at Evolutionary L. We will be back with part 2. Of course, I always give you guys a part 2. But it's late here, and we're going to be. We're going to be. Not together. Don't even start that bullshit.
No
She's
rumors.
married to my brother. I know how y'all do. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and hit that bell, because part 2 is coming. Happy Halloween, everybody. I love you. And I will post one of my iconic Halloween photos, being that I can't celebrate this year, and I'm so sad. But on the bright side, I'm getting married.
Yes. And we're so happy.
I love you guys. Red Queen. You know what I'm saying? In here, booty is more important than water. And it go like this, player. If I like you, I want you. Choice is yours. Choice is yours.
Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
Oh, those weepers
How they hypnotize.
knock me out.
Where'd you get those eyes?
Where'd you get them?
Won't you put me wise?
Don't you jive me?